What up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hello, my name is Canyon, and welcome to my channel, because today we're going to be playing with some new makeup. Of course, I do a lot of reviews and a lot of tutorials, and I thought, since I haven't done a video in a while, let me do a full first impression. And today, it's not just a full first impression, it's a full new brand first impression. As you can see from me not wearing any makeup right now, we're going to just dive right in to the products and get down to the nitty gritty, and I'll give you guys the full tea at the very end, of course. But today, we're going to dive in to the brand new launch from Selena Gomez. Yes, that's Selena Gomez, and she has released her own makeup line, and that is Rare Beauty. So I picked up as many pieces as I could. Of course, I'm on a budget, and once I figure out if I like it or not, I'll pick up more pieces and what have you, but I picked up as many pieces as I could. I got the foundation, I got the highlighter, I got the eyeliner, I got the liquid blush, a matte liquid blush, not a dewy one, I got the concealer, and I got a lip cream, a matte lip cream. So pretty much we're diving in, seeing what we think. Of course, there's bits and pieces of the face, the eyes, the brows, all that stuff that's missing. I did not pick up the entire line, obviously. I did not get it sent to me. I picked it up at Sephora, at my local Sephora, and I made sure I picked up as many pieces as I could. But now that I'm done rambling on, let's get to the product application. So if you want to see what the real tea is, what I think of these products, and of course how I get the fun look that you'll see at the very end, then keep on watching. Now, of course, I zoomed you guys in a little bit closer. Of course, I always like to start off with the eyes because, of course, for me, the eyes are the easiest part to do first, because if I don't, then I can get fallout. It can ruin the whole entire look. You know, we don't want to do that. We want to have a cute, fun look today. I don't want to go excessive with today's look because, of course, this is all about a natural, fun kind of vibe. So the first item I'm going to go in with is actually going to be the concealer. I don't believe that she has an eye primer. I did not pick up the eye primer, so of course, if she has one, I didn't pick it up. But anyways, she doesn't have any eye products besides the eyeliner, so I think we're okay on that one. So this is the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer right here. It's really cute packaging. Also, want to talk about the components. It is beautiful components. I love the packaging, and of course everything has like a doe foot applicator to it. So this is the concealer right here. Up the shade 120C. It says it is a moisturizing buildable concealer that melts seamlessly into skin for undetectable cake-free coverage. So of course I'm gonna try this one out, see what we think of it. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my lids before we go in with some shadow. Like I said before, she has no shadow, so we're gonna go in with a different brand for shadows. But hey, if it works, it works, and I'm hoping that the concealer will be really nice. I'm gonna apply everything with a sponge because that's just who I am. She did release some sponges and some brushes, but your girl broke, and I am not going to spend the money that I don't have at the current moment. Now that we got that eye pretty much covered for now, we're going to go in with the Kylie Cosmetics Kendall eyeshadow palette because I just had it on my counter and it kind of fits the aesthetic of the Rare Beauty product, so I want to try it out and see what we think. I played with this palette before, but of course it's my second go around, might as well. So we're just gonna, you know, play with some crease colors and whatever have you. So I think I'm gonna go in with probably a blending brush, not a packing brush. So for the crease, I'm gonna go in with the shade Cup of Tea right here. It's gonna be like a nice neutral shade. I'm just taking on a Morphe JS5 brush, and we're just going to pack this into the crease and get some color going. Now on the same brush, I'm going to go in with the shade Model Energy, which is just a lighter kind of cream color, and we're just going to take that above the shade Cup of Tea. I'm just going to kind of use this as a light transition shade. On the same brush for the whole thing, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Brunettes Do It Best, which is going to be the deepest shade in the palette, and we're just going to take that right here and get a nice little bit of some smoke going for this look. And by the way, if you're asking why I feel like I'm a little bit hyper today, one, because I'm trying my best to never let my depression get to me. Two, I did drink a little bit of some coffee, so I'm feeling a little bit hyper. I added a little bit of Model Energy right here on the lid, just kind of get a nice like a brightening there. So pretty much the eye is done, because I'm not trying to go too crazy with it. So it's time to go in with some eyeliner, because the eyeliner is going to be the star of the eye anyways. But of course the lashes will just kind of make the whole thing pop. Yeah.
get into it.
So now we're going to go in with the Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner. So this one is in black, of course, and this one says it's an intense waterproof liner that delivers bold, even strokes with a calligraphy styled brush. So I'm excited about trying this one out. It just pretty much is like this component right here, which I think is really beautiful. Definitely going to not be able to easily store it because of the point on the bottom. And the brush is fat. Like, it doesn't look bad, obviously, but like, I'm excited about trying this. So let's get some brush strokes going. Let's see what we think of it. So anyways, we're going to take a deep breath and we're going to try this one out. So of course, this is the beautiful black liquid liner. And obviously, I'm like holding my breath and trying to get this to look as cute as possible. But like, wow, am I always having problems trying to film and do a cut liner, crease, everything. Well, that looks damn cute so far. And of course, I haven't added the wing yet. We're gonna get there. But this brush is saturated. Okay. So far, so good. Of course, I'm going to do like the, everything else off camera. But this was the wing right here. I tell y'all, I could not breathe for like a good solid 2 minutes because of this. Like, obviously, I love it. But besides the point, it took a good second because I was telling myself, no, do not mess this up. Don't mess this up. I'm probably going to add a little thickness right here because I don't like how it's a little more of a dip. But I want to tell you guys right now, this eyeliner is very saturated, but it goes on beautifully. The tip stays saturated, especially when you do like a little 1-2 swipe on your hand. The tip just goes back to being super saturated too if you feel like it's a little dried out a little bit. But it's beautiful. It honestly is one of my favorite eyeliners on a first impression in a very long time. So the brows are on, the eyes are done, everything like that. It's looking a little crazy right now because my brows are full in your face. By the way, as you can see, they don't exactly match. So anyways, now we're going to do the base on camera, of course. By the way, if you're wondering what I use on my brows, I use the Morphe Brow Cream and Latte, which is one of my favorite, more affordable like brow cream products. So anyways, we're going to apply this foundation right now. This is going to be the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation from Rare Beauty, of course. So this one, I'm in the shade 140C. Of course, I did not swatch it on my skin yet. I think it's going to be the right color. We'll wait and see. It says, a foundation elixir that feels barely there, while building coverage and boosting your natural glow. 1 fluid ounce, of course. I think this one was $29 or $30, somewhere around there, so it's a decent price point. And of course, you just give it a little shake, is what it says, to shake well. Everything pretty much, I think, except for the concealer, it told me to shake well. So, we're giving it a little shake. So, this foundation, not only is the component beautiful, but also this is going to have a applicator, a doe foot. So I'm just going to put it on. Of course, if you are working MUA or if you have people borrowing your makeup, I don't recommend putting it straight on, but I'm the only one who touches my makeup because I have trust issues and I don't like it when people touch my makeup. So pretty much, I am the only one who's going to be wearing this, so that's okay that I just kind of dip it in and go right ahead. Looking at just this color right here, I can tell you right now, I think this color is going to match me perfectly, and this seems to be doing that. So before I apply more, let's just bounce on this sponge, and we're going to see what the foundation is starting to look like. I'm looking a little pale. But of course, this color is going to be the closest color match that I'm probably going to get because, I mean, there is a 150C that I could get, but I worry that it might be too dark. And of course, during the wintertime, I am going to look very, very, very fair. So I don't want to get too light or too dark, you know what I mean? Stop talking! So I'm going to go in with the concealer now. Again, this one is in the shade 120C. Of course, the foundation and the concealer definitely has similar numbers, so I mean, if you have a foundation shade, you should have a concealer shade that will match, but I always like to go a little lighter under the eye, especially. And by the way, this doe foot is so interesting, because it's like a squared off shape, like to a point. It's a very interesting applicator. Of course, before I set my face, I always like to contour. My neck is looking a little weird, a little pink right now, but whatever. So I'm going to go in with the Kylie Bronze Medium Bronzer Stick, to like cream contour, because I haven't tried this one out yet. And of course, since I don't have anything to contour or bronze with the Rare Beauty products, I'm going to use this and try it out today. So as you can see, it just gives like that nice like little bit of warmth to the skin. Going to give a nice little chisel moment. So now that the foundation's on, the powder's on, the eyes are finished, we're wearing some Tati TL1 lashes. We pop some inner corner and lower lash line. Of course, for the lower lash line, I used the Cup of Tea shade that I used on my eyes. And so now we kind of tied out that whole entire look. So now my face is powdered, everything like that. The foundation's looking okay, some areas looking a little, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. So now we're going to go in with a blush before we go in with bronzer, of course. And this is the Soft Pinch Matte Liquid Blush, and this is the shade Bliss. With this one right here, the component pretty much the same as everything else, but it has like a shinier cap. So as you can see, here it is with this little applicator. The applicator is a little bit different. It's more of an hourglass shape. So with this one, I did see a video of Selena Gomez talking about how you can apply this over top of powder and it doesn't disrupt the product. Let's find out if that's true. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit on the back of my hand, like so, and we're just going to apply with my sponge, and we're just going to bounce this onto the face. So, ooh, she's, well, very pigmented. And you get some wiggle room with this, but not a whole lot. Like, oof. She's a little bit heavy. I'm sorry, Miss Selena, but for me, that's a lie. Because it looks really not cute up close. I had to repowder my face. It softened a little bit, but as you can see, it's very patchy in some areas. I'm not saying the blush is not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. But it definitely doesn't give you a lot of wiggle room when you're using it over top of powder, and it does not look good. It is breaking up the product under it. So I would highly recommend do not powder your face before you put on the blush. I'm going to go in with some bronzer because I need to bronze my face and kind of blend everything together. So I'm going to go in with this xoxo, I believe, medium golden bronze. And by the way, this is the worst smelling bronzer I have ever had in my entire life. It smells so bad. But anyways, we're bronzing up the face, trying to get rid of some of that residue of that blush, because wow, blush, pigmented, beautiful, whatever, but like, oh my god, did that not do what I was hoping for it to do? Like, I was so ecstatic. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna look so cute, it's gonna look so amazing. No.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
So, as you can see, we're still struggling a little bit. We're still having a little bit of a struggle bus, but we'll get there. We're gonna get there together because, of course, I should have put that on before I powdered. But anyways, lesson learned. Moving on. So now we're gonna go in with 2 more products. We have 1 item for the face and 1 item for the lip for the Rare Beauty tutorial. So we have the Positive Light Liquid Luminizer. This one's in the shade Enlighten. It's like a slight champagne shade. This one says it's a silky second skin liquid highlighter that creates a lasting lit from within glow. And I hope over your makeup, because I swear to God I'm not going to go through this again and have these issues. So I'm going to apply this with my finger because that's the safest way that I could think of. So this one, of course, also has a doe foot applicator, same applicator as the blush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit on the back of my hand, and we're going to apply this with my finger. And let's just hope that we're going to get a better turnout than how the blush looked. So it's definitely giving me that lit from within glow. But I will tell you this right now, it is slightly breaking up the powder. And I am truly not happy with that because I am a powder person. If I can't use a powder, my skin just, like everything just drips off my face. I'm trying to apply it with the sponge, I'm trying to apply it with my finger. It is a beautiful highlighter, and if I stamp it really slow like this, it looks cute, but yeah. If I don't powder, everything looks terrible, and that looks okay, but I don't know. I'm having a bad time with these two items because I powder my face. And if you are a full face powder person like I am, these are not going to work the same way for you. Like, I don't know what to say. My face was looking so bad because of everything not working together. As you can see, I took it off. And we're going to try this again off camera because I don't want to have to film all of that again. I'm going to do this off camera. I'm going to do the full face. Make sure I don't powder anything until the end. And we are going to see how it's going to look. As you can see, my face has been reapplied. We'll get to that. Let me just finish this look. Finally. So now we're going to go in with a lip liner. I'm going to go in with the Morphe lip liner in the shade Spiffy, just to kind of, you know, line my lips before we put on our new lipstick. Now for the final step for the lips, we're going to go in with the Rare Beauty Lip Soufflé Matte Lip Cream in the shade Courage. So it says it's a whipped lip cream that delivers comfortable one-stroke color with a vivid velvety finish. So I picked the nudist shade they had because, I don't know, I've just been obsessed with nudes, and I just don't want to do a whole punch of color, you know what I mean? I just want to go in like something light. So it's definitely matching my lip color really well, so that's good. So it could be a nude. Okay guys, so here it is. This is the final look. Of course, I took my shirt off because I like a little glow on the body, and because I don't really like the way my face looks with my shirt on. I don't know why. I think it's just like a whole thing. Anyways, this is the final look. After a lot of trial and errors, and still some errors as you probably can see, we're done with the full face of these Rare Beauty products. So now, I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts on these items, and of course what the tea is, what I think of them, and all that. So, start off with the lip. So the lip, pretty comfortable. It does transfer a little bit, of course, because it's a velvet matte, but I think the lip looks really cute. The Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner. I'm obsessed with this. I think it is absolutely stunning. The whole brush itself is just perfect for like a good wing liner moment. I think it was stunning. So the Rare Beauty Blush. Much better without powder first. So I highly recommend it if you're looking for that nice glow, that soft flush under the skin, everything like that. I did apply a tiny bit on a sponge after powder, just to kind of get a little more blush action going. It did work a lot better with that. Use a small amount if you're going to powder first. Now the concealer. The concealer is actually really nice. I liked it. It worked really well as an eye base. And of course the applicator is just very interesting and different. So I am going to try the concealer out a little bit more. Of course, I think it's nice formulation. Because when it comes to complexion products, I have to do at least another chance and give it another wear test and all that stuff. Just to see if I even love it. Because when it comes to complexion, everybody's different. And I want to give it more than one chance. You know what I mean? So first off, the foundation. The foundation definitely wasn't terrible. The color is really nice. It builds pretty good, but there's something about this foundation that I just am not in love with. I think it's because it clings to my dry spots, which for a luminous foundation you'd be like, but it is an elixir foundation, so you have to give it a little shake before applying it. I think the consistency is just a little thin for me, but it wasn't a terrible foundation. I'm not saying it's a terrible foundation all together, but I will have to try to play with this without the other products corrupting the formulation. Now last but not least, the highlighter. I honestly do not like the highlighter because not because of the color, not because of anything like that, but it builds beautifully, don't get me wrong, but you have no idea how many times I had to fix my face, and I still cannot get this little part right here to, like, it's a patchy spot. This highlighter just doesn't work well with it. It doesn't even look good without powder. Like, before and after powder, it doesn't look the greatest. Now, it's supposed to be lit from within glow, so to get it to look this glowy, yes, I probably used a whole lot. I'm gonna have to play with this one again with some other products and see. Hello, you guys. So, of course, I said I will give you guys an update, so I am. I'm sorry if the video is still very long, but of course I want to be as informative as possible, but I want to give you guys a quick little update. So I have been using the Rare Beauty products again 3 or 4 times actually, and I will tell you this, the foundation is actually quite beautiful. I think that, to me, it definitely is still a little bit of a thinner consistency, and I would have loved it to be a little thicker. And of course, I feel like it definitely gives a good coverage. It looks beautiful on the skin once everything is set. So I mean, it still is really gorgeous. I'd probably give it a solid 3.5, almost 4 out of 5 if it were up to me. Blushes are my absolute favorite. Not only the eyeliner, of course I used the eyeliner today and I used the blush today, but honestly I loved the blush. I had to go get another one because I just loved the colors so much. I highly recommend the liquid blushes. The matte ones are my favorite. I got Love and Bliss, which are my two absolute favorite right now. Like, when it comes to blushes, like, hello, do you see how cute? Hello, do you see how gorgeous this blush is under this highlight? I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. The eyeliner is beautiful, but I will say, out of everything that I use, I still am not a big fan of the liquid highlighter. And I think it is because you cannot build it up, because, I mean, it's supposed to be a lit from within glow, but when you look at it, it just looks so pearlescent and luminous, so you cannot get 3 or 4 layers out of it. So anyways, I'll have to say, I gave Rare Beauty probably like a 6 or 6.5 out of 10 last time. I'm going to give it a 7.5, almost 8, just because of how amazing the products was, except for the liquid highlight. And of course, they still didn't work the greatest together, which is a really big problem for me, but individually with my other favorite products, they worked beautifully. So honestly, out of all of that, I still do recommend a few of these products from Rare Beauty from Selena Gomez. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the very near future. Love you. Bye.